Hi there and welcome to another episode of League Out Loud. So today I have a lot to cover, so I'm just going to jump right in. Starting off with the way that League is changing their ranking system. This is a really big deal. So ELO as you know it is never going to be the same, and basically from what I understand is it's a very similar setup to StarCraft 2. Okay, so there's going to be 6 different leagues: Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and then the new one, Challenger. And there's going to be, I think, 5 different divisions within each league, and these are going to act as different ladders to bring you to the next tier or the next league. And right now, there's only one big ladder that you're judged off of your ELO for, and instead of having one ladder, there's basically going to be like 30 ladders. If that makes sense, I'm pretty sure that's how they're doing it, that's how I took it. Alright, so enough about the ranking systems and the ladders. I want to move on to talk about CLG partnering now with Azubu. This is a really big thing, and it's pretty exciting for CLG. I think that it's a really cool matchup. Azubu is a very new but well-respected company and organization in the League of Legends scene, and now CLG, veterans in the League of Legends field, they are now partnering, and I think it's going to be a really cool partnership. CLG is now going to be streaming not on Owned 3D anymore, but they will be streaming with Azubu TV, which is a new platform for people to stream. And speaking of Owned 3D, they have not had a very good week, and it sounds like they haven't had a very good few months. So if you guys haven't seen on Reddit, it was a huge deal. Destiny, who is a streamer, very well-known streamer, who used to stream StarCraft 2, now streams a lot of League of Legends, he came out with a blog post discussing his interactions with Own 3D and how they have not been very good. They essentially did not pay him for a lot of things that they promised to pay him for, and apparently he is not the only person that is having this issue, and it is just blown up into a huge thing. There were Skype chats that he posted screenshots of with the, I believe, CEO, very important people at Owned 3D. They were less than favorable for Owned 3D because it makes them look really bad. And I do not know all the details of the situation, but it does look like Destiny is telling the truth and that he got pretty screwed over, and I have a feeling that Own 3D is not going to be able to really recover from this very well. This weekend in Poland at the Katowice IEM tournament, Gambit Gaming came out on top and they won, and that's really exciting because they beat out Azubu Frost, and the Koreans have been something that a lot of teams or players or viewers have just been like, oh my goodness, the Koreans are so good, they're so hard to beat, it's impossible to beat the Koreans, they're gonna take over everything. I mean, I've heard a lot of these things be said recently, and it's really exciting for players in Europe because they're showing that they can compete with the top players in the world, and that they are indeed top players of the world too. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is more European players. So as you may or may not know, this weekend Riot banned 2 European players from Season 3. Now these players, I believe it is Linac from AAA and Envision from Mouse, and they are apparently some really toxic players. They have had multiple bans, punishments on their accounts. They were given proper warnings and they did not comply with the Summoner's Code and continued to have very, very poor behavior and toxic behavior in solo queue. And even one of the players had over 18 different punishments on multiple accounts, and that is just a little bit excessive. So do you guys think it's fair that Riot kicked these players out of the qualifiers just days before, giving the teams very little time to come up with another player to replace them? Or do you think that it was completely unfair? What do you guys think? I would love to hear it. I know that I covered a lot of different things today, but there was a lot going on for League news this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Monday on a new League Out Loud. Bye! I'm okay, but here's just a very small group today, which is nice because the less people the better, right? Okay, well, I'm gonna quit shooting because I think they're shooting now. Okay, so we are finished doing